Hello, everyone.
We're the H2O team. Welcome to Tea
Welcome
with Tayba.
to Tea with Tayba. Hello, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good, Zoha. How are you doing?
I am good too. Happy World Environment Day.
Yeah, happy World Environment Day. But is it really happy, honestly, looking at the environment?
Oh, yeah. I think let's discuss that. I mean, why not? We're focusing on combating plastic pollution. I think that's something very close to us as well. Like the narrative that we've seen around the H2O wheels for years. I think we definitely want to bust this here as well. So why do you think it's not happy? I would love to know that. Like, why do you think? Do you feel like, the policies, the agendas that we've been setting at conferences, are we now meeting those numbers?
Yeah. I think it's just even without numbers, it's so real these days. Matlab, the
Yeah.
mausam and the weather, it's so hot. We are literally living through heat waves all the time, and it's just become the norm for us. Like, and when you think about it, like I was talking to my mother the other day, and she said कि हमारे time पे इतनी गर्मी नहीं होती थी, and that really made me think कि अब the climate change is not just in numbers or reports or like the
Yeah.
COP and everything. It's very much a part of our lives, and we see so many reasons for it. Our World Environment Day, I think, is
Yeah.
the right day to think about all of these things, how we can change this.
Yeah. I remember like in our time is as well. I'm saying like our time as we're from the old ages, but like हमारे school के time पे भी I remember the summer vacations would start in June and July, but now like with my younger siblings, they've had off since May, and the reason for that is because like the city, especially Lahore, is facing intense heat waves, and then they have to shut down schools early. So it's like the entire ecosystem now that's being impacted. So it is indeed very sad. And when it comes to such days, I think that is where Taiba comes in to take lead for action, right? And
Yes,
that is what we've been
definitely.
doing over the years as well. I think we'd love to share with our audience of our recent appearance at the Please Hack, which is one of the big
Yes.
events focused just on combating plastic pollution. So, for startups, for young innovators that would come up on the stage and give ideas and pitches regarding, how do we combat plastic pollution. And that is the theme of this year as well. So, what were your thoughts on our recent appearance at Please Hack?
I think that's so cool, and also it's a very proud moment for Pakistan too, because only like making it to the top 23, it's a big deal. And I'm
Yeah,
also very happy about the innovation H2O pads. I think
yeah,
it's very close to my heart as a woman, and especially in Pakistan, jahan pe policy doesn't really accommodate for women's needs and stuff. I think H2O pads replacing 4,000 pads. I think I read yesterday 4,000
yeah,
reusable pads in its lifetime. It's amazing and it's huge. And yeah,
yeah,
I think it's so exciting that we were recognized as Please Hack. You were also
yeah.
there. I think you were part of the process. What was your experience, and what do you think about the whole thing?
Oh, it was very exciting. To be honest, like how closely we've monitored how H2O baths have come together. So it's been an entire journey, right? So we look at the climate vulnerable regions, especially during the 2022 floods, when we saw this so close that, when the climate catastrophes hit, menstruation and periods don't stop. And that is when the rural women do not have access to any resources at all and any sort of aid, even with plastic and, disposable pads that has to reach, it does not reach those areas. And then in their daily life, they don't have access to such resources. And I think the figure is around 27 to 28 million people, women in Pakistan that do not have access to these resources. So when we saw this entire story, when we met with beneficiaries, when we sat and we thought it was high time. It was high time for climate resilient, for sustainable products, replacing those plastic products, which again would be, we don't have proper infrastructures for their disposal.
Mm.
So they would go into the rivers, and at times it's said that they would clog the water bodies, right? They would clog the water channels because the magnitude of this plastic is so huge now that
Yes,
that would
yes.
lead to flash floods. So it's like how one step is literally taking it to the climate catastrophes as well. So we were like, okay, excited. We have to like solve this problem. That sort of excitement that comes for action, and that is when very participatory approach, very beneficiary centric. We started talking to those women, giving them the skill, training them to make those H2O pads, reusable, biodegradable pads, and then bringing this narrative of sustainability around menstruation. Removing the element of plastic usage, removing the element of one-time disposal element. So I think it's been a great process. It's been a lot. It's been very impactful. We're now on almost, I think, 10,000 pads that we've distributed in the rural communities. So yeah, I think very rewarding and very empowering because
Yes, yes.
we hear such good views from the beneficiaries as well, right? So it's
Um,
very it brings them dignity, it brings them confidence in managing their periods. So yeah, I think with these hack, it's been a journey of maybe bringing it together at the global stage, receiving a lot of recognition and interest, even by our local ecopreneurs. So it's been very interesting. Um, how do you
Definitely.
see it? I think how do you see the
Hmm.
idea around reusable, sustainable pads. And also, I mean, hint at H2O air. Michelle, like, tell them how we're doing it. Yeah,
Yeah, obviously.
yeah,
So, about H2O pads, one very interesting statistic that I came across during the floods was that women are 14 times more likely to die, and that's like huge. And it's not like one, two
yeah.
times; it's like 14 times more
Mm,
likely. And I think इस तरह के time में H2O pads is an amazing innovation. It can help also urban women as well, not just rural
yeah,
women, because it's a very sustainable way to it's very sustainable menstrual product. And then also we can make our segue into H2O air. That's also for
yeah,
the urban communities. And honestly, it's amazing. The idea behind H2O air is to eliminate plastic bottles. And plastic bottles are such a huge pollutant in the environment. They last for like 300 years, like 10 generations after us. A plastic bottle
yeah,
we use today will not be biodegraded tab tak. So I think in that considering that, it's such
yeah,
a it's a very innovative solution. And also it's like very exciting to see, like, air say water.
yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that's like the magic thing that we make, Like I remember this used to be one of the childhood stanzas as well. "Hawa se pani banega kya?" Like just as it's a
Hmm.
sarcasm. And now that sarcasm is literally coming to action, where we're making the magic real. So that's also been very exciting at Tayba's end. And I think let's not forget our hero product, like the H2O wheel. I remember there've been a time when, there was a lot of buzz around our social media and everyone, like, the green wheel looks like plastic, it's plastic. What are you guys doing? You guys are talking about sustainability. It's not sustainable. And that's when, we connected with the audience in real time, and we were like, okay, it's not plastic. It's food gradable material. It's durable for over 5 years. It's a proper process of how it's made. This is, how our entire channel works. And then while it might look like that, or maybe, how, but then when they felt, and then I'm like, okay, we understand. We see the details and the thought that has been put into the product. So that has also been very reassuring. And now, it's said as a very sustainable, climate resilient solution, sold over like, distributed over like 30 plus thousand, right? 30,000 plus
Yes.
wheels now. I mean, impacted almost 1 million people, delivered over 500 million liters of water. There have been great milestones for Tayba over this journey of sustainability, climate resilience, and contributing to the environment at the end. So I
Yes, of
think,
course.
yeah, it's been a journey that we've seen together. I think, and
Mhm.
that is what brings smiles to us at Day with Tayba.
Definitely.
So, Michelle, what's planned? I mean, we just can't leave you. Do you think that Tayba will leave the World Environment Day with just pity? Or what's happening? Yeah, we
No,
would love to know what's
definitely
in
not.
store. Yeah,
We have something very exciting coming up
yeah,
at the end of this month. We have a webinar. I'm personally very excited for that because it's going to be such an insightful discussion. And hopefully Tayaba is very action oriented. So hopefully we will also try to push our audiences to actually make changes in their lives. Taki, World Environment Day is not just a day we celebrate or a day that comes to us. It's just something that inspires change in our lives, long term
yeah,
change,
yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah. Exactly, something actionable, something value adding. That's very important, and I'm also very excited for the webinar. I think it's going to be global and local change makers coming together. So I think people don't have to miss out on this one. It's going to be very exciting, and even with
Yes.
that, there's a lot more coming up. So just like a teaser, making it to big stage. So yeah, we'll. I
Very
think that
true.
is
Yeah.
something that will come with time. Yeah, yeah. All
Yes.
right. Do you have any last thoughts, Michelle, before we conclude this session?
Um, Honestly, I'm very proud to be a part of Tayba because I think we can say Tayba is plastic free, and not just in our innovations, we're also replacing a lot of plastic material in the market, plastic bottles and plastic reusable pads. Sorry, one single use pads. So I'm just honestly, want ke yehi change har jagah pe ho, not just at Tayba. We want our audience to share in with the energy, and let's just all try to combat plastic pollution, beat plastic pollution, which is the hashtag for this World Environment Day. And yeah, that's those are my
I think that it definitely, as we talk about collaboration, we talk about the power of coming together. So I think that's again a very open call that we have throughout the year to come together. Since we're all in this together, we have to work around it together as well. So yes, with that action approach, with that motivation and a lot of excitement around everything that's coming soon, we tune out now with this session of Tea with Eva. Hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you next week.
bye bye.